welcome back to the craft room. I'm so glad that you could join me for this fourth video or fourth part of the Tunisian sampler blanket crochet along that was from last year that I recently found and decided that I wanted to try and do. So before I show you these squares, let me tell you about the other things, and then I will tell you something about this one that I just finished. The first stitch that I did was a Tunisian simple stitch. The second stitch was the full stitch. The third stitch was the purl stitch. And this fourth stitch was the Tunisian knit stitch. Now, I've been working on this project for a couple of weeks, at least. But I recently lost my project, my Tunisian project, along with another project, which happened to be the Waldo hat. But I thought I had put it in one of my totes, or maybe stuffed it in one of my little cubbies here in my craft room when I was doing my rearranging, what was it, last week or so, when I was determined to put my rocking chair in here, which I love my rocking chair, by the way. But I have gone through everything, I pulled stuff out, and I could not find it. So I was like, oh well, it'll turn around or turn up somewhere. I knew it would, but I didn't know how I was going to break it to you guys that I had lost my project. But thankfully I found it. For some strange reason I had put my project bags on top of our dresser. That's not where project bags belong. But I did find it, and I was able to finish up my Tunisian square today. So I was using, if you remember, my other squares are maroon and green and a couple different shades of brown, it looks like. I was using this darker brown. It's kind of like a chocolate color. I don't know what color it is. But, and obviously I do have some tension issues with, and rolling is common, but tension issues with purl because this one side is all wonky, whereas this other side is straight. This is my beginning stitch side, and this is my ending stitch side. Or no. But this square is complete. As you can see, it is the knit stitch, and it was knit with a crochet hook, believe it or not. If you're not familiar with Tunisian crochet, yes, you can knit with Tunisian crochet. You can put the Tunisian knit stitch and the Tunisian purl stitch together, and it looks like a knitted project made with knitting needles. So anyway, there's my Tunisian knit stitch. And for those of you who have not watched this before, I will put a link to the web page where this pattern is found at. And also, I think I might have a playlist, I don't know, but I will try to see. If I don't have a playlist, I will at least put it in the Tunisian crochet one. But anyway, there'll be a link to my other videos somehow for this project that I'm doing. And it is not a current project, like I said, it was last year's Tunisian sampler blanket. But I am using this aluminum 8mm Tunisian crochet hook. And it is the biggest aluminum crochet hook that I have. So, my next square, and I went and looked earlier today, is the Tunisian reverse stitch. Which is an easy stitch. I've done it before. I am familiar with it, so hopefully it shouldn't take me too long, and hopefully I don't misplace this project and lose it like I did the knit stitch one. But I am going to use this olive green color that I have. It's probably, I'm almost 99% sure that it's a red heart color, but it is definitely an olive green color. And I think it'll go with the other colors that I have already chosen. I'm kind of going with a brown, green, maroon, kind of like a, what is it, a rustic or a lodge type colors. I might throw in something random, but that is my current color strategy for this blanket. So I want to thank you guys for joining me here in the craft room. Like I said, I will put a link to at least the page, and I'm pretty sure that this is also on my Tunisian crochet playlist. So go check those out if you haven't, and I will see you right back here in the craft room for my next video.